escape the office to work on your downward dog? Well, now there's no excuse for putting off poses. Here to help with yoga poses that you can do without leaving your desk, without even getting up out of your chair. Author of Tranquilista, Mastering the Art of Enlightened Work and Mindful Play, Kim Wilson, great to have you today.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
This is a follow-up to your first book, and it's very focused on spirituality.
Yes, that's the foundation of the book. It is, yeah.
Talk about the mindset, because not only are we talking about, hey, we can loosen our bodies and we can, release some tension, but you're talking about working and playing really don't have to be polar opposites.
They don't. They don't. And the reason I started with spirituality is such an important piece of us seeking meaning. And so it's not so much about a religion, it's more about what brings you a connection to your inner spirit.
Right, yeah. About peace. And yes. I mean, hey, what boss wouldn't love it if their workers were more peaceful?
Totally. We all need a little more tranquility in our lives.
Well, I just want to mention that we have these books available to our couch potatoes on our raffle page at 11 a.m. So Tranquilista. I'm going to set this down now in a very spiritual, tranquil way because you're going to show us some of the poses that we can do really just in our desks at work.
Yes. So during the workday, we get a little tight. We get a little tense.
Yes.
We get a little frustrated at times.
The shoulders kind of
everything goes forward.
Yeah.
And so what I want to show are just a few things to open up that anyone can do. And I find that they're really helpful for a mid-afternoon lull. Okay?
Okay.
So let's start. Drop your feet down.
Okay.
So come to the edge of your chair, and we'll start with 6 movements of the spine, because as you said, this is how we end up, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So hands here on the thighs. And sitting up nice and tall. And we'll begin with forward bend and back bend. So it's just a simple round the shoulders, as they usually end up, right? And then drop the shoulder blades down the back, lift the heart, and maybe even turn the gaze up towards the sky or the ceiling at the office. And then back to the center. So you could do those a few times. Next is seated chair twist. So left hand to right knee.
Got it.
Your other left hand.
Oh, duh. Oh, my God.
Other left. And then right hand, you can bring it to the chair or even the top of the chair behind you.
Got it.
And this is even great for the airplane, so those of you who travel a lot. So inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twist, gaze over your right shoulder, your back shoulder.
Oh, and I feel a
Isn't
pop.
That nice?
Yay!
Yes. And then inhale, lengthen once more. Exhale and twist. And then come back to the center.
That
and then
feels
just notice.
so
Doesn't that feel amazing?
good. It
and
really
it's
does.
So quick. So we have to do the other side to balance it
we have
out.
to even ourselves out.
Yes, right
hey, I know my hands now. I'm good. I forgot to put the sticker on, but I got it.
That's the hardest part of yoga, I swear, is left and right. So inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist, gaze over your back shoulder once again. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist over your left shoulder. And then back to the center.
I have an office here, and the people in the studio that they'll make fun of me for whatever I do. But how can you do this in the office,
discreet,
and not really draw a lot of attention to yourself?
Well, you could be like peeking what's going on behind you. Even at a cafe, you're like, oh, who's that behind me? Totally subtle.
Okay.
And then same thing here. You could drop down, pick something up.
Oh, the napkin fell on the floor.
Oh, yes, and you just kind of reach, looking up. Totally subtle.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last 2 movements are side bends.
Okay.
And again, you could be reaching down, totally subtle. So drop the right hand down and maybe lift that left arm all the way up. Maybe that's not so subtle, right? So you could even just kind of dangle it.
Maybe you could be like, hi, Bob. Hi, Bob, in Office B. How you doing?
And then I just happen to have to come back to the center and do the other side.
Oh.
And then reach. Isn't that nice?
This feels so great right now. What do you hear from people that really practice this and have incorporated it into their workday?
Well, yoga in general, it helps to just calm the spirit, but it also just helps open up the body after all the exhaustion of here, tension, tightness, tight heart center from deadlines and people coming down on you and emails that aren't so appropriate at times.
Yeah.
And so this just helps to kind of like awaken the energy, even just a walk around the block.
Yeah.
But I find that stretching the body is really helpful, even if you are on deadline.
Well, I feel great. I feel good. And Kimberly Wilson, Tranquilista, thank you so much for coming today. Again, our couch potatoes are going to have opportunity to get your book absolutely free on our raffle page at 11 a.m.
Yes, wonderful.
Thanks for coming here. Good to have you.